Think about it for a moment. A penny, the smallest coin in your wallet, the one most people drop on the floor or leave forgotten in change jars. To many, it's just 1 cent, practically worthless. But to those who know the secrets of rare coins, that very same penny can be worth a fortune, sometimes tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and even millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. Ordinary-looking Lincoln pennies, the same coins we use every day, can actually hold life-changing value if they carry certain rare errors or were struck in specific years. These rare Lincoln pennies are like hidden treasures disguised in plain sight. Some were created by accident at the U.S. Mint, tiny mistakes that turned into golden opportunities for collectors. Others are so scarce that owning one is like holding a piece of American history in your hand. Over time, these pennies have broken auction records, stunned collectors, and proven that even the smallest coin can carry the greatest worth. Now imagine, what if the penny sitting in your drawer, tucked away in your savings jar, or handed to you as change at a store is actually one of these rare, valuable pieces? What if you're unknowingly holding a coin that could pay off debts, buy a car, or even a house? That's the exciting reality we're diving into today. In this video, we will uncover the most valuable Lincoln pennies ever discovered, reveal the fascinating minting errors that make them priceless, and show you exactly why these humble 1-cent coins are hunted by collectors worldwide. So stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at a simple penny the same way. Again, you might just realize you're holding a hidden fortune. Now we move to one of the most mind-blowing stories in coin collecting history, the legendary 1970s Lincoln penny that shocked the world with a value of $2.3 million. At first glance, this penny looks like nothing special. It carries the same design we've seen countless times, with Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Most people would never think twice about it. But beneath its ordinary appearance lies a mistake so rare, so extraordinary, that it transformed this simple 1-cent coin into a millionaire's dream. The secret is in its minting errors. When the U.S. Mint struck the 1976 penny, a very small batch came out with dramatic flaws, double-die impressions, that created a ghost-like doubling of the design, off-center strikes that shifted Lincoln's portrait, and in some cases, even off-metal strikes where the penny was mistakenly struck on a planche meant for another denomination. These accidents, invisible to the casual spender but crystal clear to expert collectors, instantly turned these coins into treasures. Auction houses have witnessed jaw-dropping moments when collectors battled fiercely to own one of these error pennies. And when the final hammer fell, a single 1976 Lincoln penny commanded a staggering $2.3 million, cementing its place as one of the most valuable pennies ever discovered. Just imagine how many 1976 pennies have passed through hands, tossed into drawers or left forgotten in old jars. And what if one of those is sitting quietly in your home right now, waiting to be discovered? This is exactly why coin experts urge everyone to carefully check their change. A penny might not just be a penny. It could be a once-in-a-lifetime fortune hiding in plain sight. Next on our list is the extraordinary 1989 Lincoln penny, a coin that stunned the collecting world with its unbelievable value of $1.9 million. At first sight, this penny looks completely normal, just another coin minted during the late 1980s, when millions upon millions of pennies were produced for everyday use. But hidden among them is an ultra-rare variety that changed everything. What makes this 1989 penny so valuable is a rare minting mistake with its date. During production, a few pennies were struck with a misminted date error that makes them completely unique. Imagine glancing at the date and realizing it doesn't look right. Numbers slightly misplaced, distorted, or not struck the way they should be. For collectors, such an error is like striking gold, because it proves that the coin is a rare survivor of a minting accident that slipped through the cracks of quality control. This small mistake turned the ordinary 1989 penny into a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. When examples of this error coin reached auction, the bids skyrocketed as collectors fought to secure it, until finally one of these rare pennies sold for an astonishing $1.9 million. Think about it, a coin you might dismiss as just another penny from pocket change could actually be worth more than luxury cars, mansions, or even a lifetime of savings. The 1989 error penny is a perfect example of why every coin deserves a second. Look, you never know when a simple cent could actually be hiding $1 million secret. Now let's move to the legendary 1992 Lincoln penny, a coin that has earned a reputation among collectors as one of the most valuable modern rarities. Believe it or not, one small variation in this penny transformed it from an ordinary cent into a fortune worth $1.4 million. The secret lies in the close AM variety. On the reverse side of the penny, where you see the words United States of America, the letters A and M in America are normally spaced apart. But on a tiny number of 1992 pennies, due to a minting mix-up, those letters appear almost touching, hence the name close AM. This error happened because the U.S. Mint accidentally used a proof die on regular circulation pennies, creating an extremely rare mistake that collectors hunt for relentlessly. To the untrained eye, it looks like nothing. But to a coin expert, that tiny detail is worth a fortune. When one of these 1992 close AM pennies appeared at auction, collectors went into a frenzy. The hammer dropped at an unbelievable $1.4 million, proving once again that even the smallest design difference can carry staggering value. Imagine the thought, you're checking your change, and in between the coins, you spot a 1992 penny. What if it happens to be the rare close AM variety? That 1-cent coin could pay for a house, a dream car, or completely change your financial future. This is why collectors never ignore pennies, because hidden in plain sight, history and fortune sometimes meet on the smallest piece of copper. Now we arrive at the 1991 Lincoln penny, a coin that most people would glance at and immediately dismiss as pocket change. After all, millions of these pennies were minted, and for decades they circulated in everyday life, used in shops, tossed in jars and forgotten in drawers. But hidden within this massive production, a tiny handful of 1991 pennies came out unlike the rest. These rare survivors, struck with unusual minting errors, have turned into treasures worth an unbelievable $1.1 million. The magic lies in the mistakes. Some of these 1991 pennies were produced with dramatic double-die obverses, where Lincoln's portrait, the lettering, or even the date itself shows clear, doubling, almost like a ghostly shadow stamped onto the coin. Others were struck off-center, leaving Lincoln's face or the inscriptions cut off in unusual and eye-catching ways. And the rarest of all were off-metal strikes, where the penny was accidentally minted on the wrong type of plancher, such as one meant for a dime or even a foreign coin. These errors were not supposed to exist. Yet a few slipped through the mint's strict quality checks, making them unbelievably rare today. Collectors know that rarity drives value, and when one of these extraordinary 1991 pennies surfaced, the bidding wars were fierce. At auction, the hammer price reached an astonishing $1.1 million, forever cementing the 1991 error penny as one of the most valuable modern Lincoln cents in history. Now imagine, how many 1991 pennies have you seen over the years? How many have passed through your hands without a second thought? It's almost chilling to think that one of them, if carrying the right error, could have been worth more than a luxury car, a house, or even a lifetime of savings. That's the hidden power of rare coins. The smallest change can hold the biggest surprises. Next, we come to the 2006 Lincoln penny, a coin so recent that many people still have it tucked away in their change jars, wallets, or piggy banks. At first glance, there is absolutely nothing unusual about it. It carries the same design we've seen for decades, Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But among the millions of 2006 pennies minted, a tiny handful were struck with incredible mistakes that transformed them from ordinary cents into extraordinary treasures. One of these rare error pennies shocked collectors when it sold for a staggering $875,000. So what makes the 2006 penny so valuable? The answer lies in its rare minting errors. Some of these coins were struck with a dramatic double die effect, where parts of the design, like the lettering, the date, or even Lincoln's features, appear doubled. Others showed striking off-center errors, leaving the design incomplete and visually stunning. Even more valuable were the wrong plancher errors, where the penny was mistakenly struck on a blank meant for another denomination, such as a dime or even a foreign coin. These unusual varieties are like 1 in a billion mistakes, and collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices to own them. When the 2006 error penny surfaced at auction, bidding was fierce. Collectors understood just how rare and significant this modern mistake was, and when the final gavel came down, it had reached an unbelievable price of $875,000. Now think about it, 2006 was not that long ago. Millions of these pennies are still floating around today. What if one of them, sitting unnoticed in your home or pocket, is actually one of these rare treasures? It's moments like this that prove why checking your pennies carefully is always worth it, because you never know when a single cent could change your entire life. And that brings us to the end of this incredible journey into the world of Lincoln pennies. Humble coins that most people ignore, but that can hold life-changing secrets. From the $1 million 1976 penny to the 1992 close AM variety, from dramatic off-metal strikes to double-die errors, we've seen how the smallest flaws and the rarest minting accidents can turn a single cent into a treasure worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. The story of these pennies is more than just about money. It's about history, rarity, and the thrill of discovery. Each one tells a unique story. A mistake at the mint that slipped through unnoticed, a rare variety that only a handful of people ever spotted, or a coin that lay hidden in someone's change jar for decades before being recognized for its true worth. These pennies remind us that treasures are not always locked away in museums or buried deep underground. They can be sitting quietly in your pocket, waiting to be noticed. So the next time you receive change at a store, or when you open that dusty old jar of coins at home, take a moment to look closely. Don't just toss those pennies aside, because hidden among them could be a life-changing fortune. The next millionaire-making coin could already be in your hands. If you enjoyed this video and want to uncover more secrets of valuable and rare coins, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Who knows? Maybe the next rare coin we talk about will be the very one you discover. Remember, never underestimate the power of a penny, because sometimes a penny is worth a fortune.